Sports to the bone, family. Blessings, 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 blessings. Welcome back to another Sunday evening live show. Hope you guys are doing okay. Boy, I tell you, hope you are all having a better Sunday, than what I am having. I tell you, my boy, I tell you. Definitely had to come on and see if I can talk with you guys for a little while, even though things are not 100. But since the last time we had a live, West Indies would have lost against South Africa in that first test. So we have that to talk about. We see where Sarwan is now back in the hot seat, making decisions. We see where Dr. Shallow has announced that he's going to be running for CWI presidency. Quite a few things going on. The English Premier League is up and running. My blood pressure is a little high right now because of what Liverpool did to Manchester United. But as they say, the show must go on. The show must go on, my peeps. Yeah, man. So going to just spend the next hour talking to you guys a little bit about especially that the first test match that went down between South Africa and West Indies. Yeah, man, quite a few things to cover. Quite a few things to cover. Crick, even good to see you hosting. Hope you are better. I want to tell you right now, it is still there. There's a lot of pollen in the air right now. And as you guys know, I work outside. I teach outside. So, pollen causing allergies and everything there. But I am doing okay, man. I will survive. I will definitely survive. So I'm going to see if we can go through an hour without having to turn off the lights. So for those who are worried or if you were wondering, I am not, before we go down in there, let me just let you know, I'm not totally sick or anything. It's just that a lot of pollen in the ear right now, and with me teaching classes on the outside, it start to make my eyes start irritate and everything. But I'm good, man. I'm good. Anyways, enough about me. West Indies lost that first test match against South Africa. And we saw a couple of performances that we can be proud of. And we saw some that, it's the same old, if you want to put it that way. Going forward, I don't know. It's probably going to be much of the same thing. And as I always say, we say the same things every day because there's nothing new to talk about. You understand? You might wonder, why is it that we keep going over the same things? There's nothing new to talk about because the situation remains the same. We continue. We lost this game. If we are looking to see who's going to replace some of the players in the near future, there's not much to see. There's not much to see. Yeah, Anthony. Godfrey says, how can you win a test match with 4 all-rounders? You see, I always say, Godfrey, I like the traditional form of selecting my team. 5 specialist batsmen, an all-rounder, and my bowlers with my wicket-keeper. The problem though, Mr. Davis, the problem is it seems as if in the Caribbean, the all-rounders, they are better at both skills than the quote-unquote specialist batsmen and the specialist bowlers. It seems as if that is the problem. That is why, for example, you have an all-rounder batting at number 3, because when he's in the regional tournament, he outperforms the specialist batsmen batting at number 3 in Raymond Reefer, Kyle Mayers and these guys, Rastan Chase. Well, I don't know Rastan Chase got back in, but I think that is the reason why so many all-rounders end up in the team, because the guys that we expect to be in the team, they are not outperforming the all-rounders in their special areas. You understand? At least that is how I see it. I think the second test match starts on the 8th. Yeah, man, the 8th. Yeah, today is what? The 3rd? Yeah, I think today is what? Today is what? The third. Hmm. Anyways, so as I was saying, my viewers and subscribers, there are quite a few things that needs to be fixed. Um, we can't really find anything new to talk about because it's the same problem, same problems over and over. You understand? We when we are bowling, especially in the first innings, I think we lost that game in the first couple of sessions in the first innings. You understand? When we were bowling, we gave away too many runs. Those guys were scoring way too fast. So you know that definitely put us on the back foot. Ian says West Indies need to be professional, keep the bowling. King scoring 136 in club, and West Indies playing poorly. Get King in that order. Creative, Reefer, King, Blackwood, Da Silva, Hola, Joseph, Roach, Moti, and Gabriel. All right, I hear you. I hear you. Quick Lover say I'm dropping Mayers or Chase for the next game and bringing Arthanes / Thomas. If Moti is fit, he comes in for Gabriel. So that means you wouldn't be playing any spinner then. So if you bring in Arthanes for or Thomas, and so you're not sure if you're going to drop Chase. But I don't know still, I mean, Gabriel didn't take any wickets, but boy, he looked troubling. He looked menacing. So I don't know. Probably he'll take some wicket in the second test. I agree. Same old thing. They chose to up the strike rate with 240 overs to chase 247 runs and get bowled out. West Indies. That, as I said on the first day when and the day when we lost the game, you have 247 runs to win, and you decide that you want to play. I don't know wrong with these people. Yeah, Scabby Boss, hope you do better. Happy Sunday and good evening. Mr. Casanova, blessings. Boy, the evening already bad, Evening already bad because, boy, Liverpool tumpo to my teeth them start. Definitely seems like the very bad bowling start cost us. They were scoring so fast, and by the time they collapsed, they already had had a winning total on the board. Exactly, Supernova. Yeah, man, that start was rough. So when Joseph came and started picking up the wickets, it was too late. It was too late. You understand? Yeah, man, Gabriel had a wicket. He had a wicket. When I say he wasn't really effective, well, maybe I said he didn't pick up any wicket, but he had a wicket, man. I remember him getting a wicket. But I definitely would go with Gabriel again. As I said, he looked threatening. Just working his way back. I know not everyone can play. You can't drop Roach, because all those were calling for Roach to be dropped. He just picked up a 5-wicket all. Joseph is there. So if you want to bring in Hakeem Jordan, I don't know how we're going to do it. You understand? Because I don't know. There is a possibility Maharaj comes in for South Africa based on the next pitch. Heard it has something for spinners. I saw from Pix Moti was in training, seems fit. Boy, that is going to be another case if Maharaj play, brother. That's going to be a whole new different ball game. I think West Indies need to keep touring spinner. What is your thoughts? Need to groom a spinner. The rest of the world doing it. I mean, you always need a spinner, yes, because it doesn't matter the form of cricket that you are playing. I think you always need a spinner. I think Moti is that person, unless you're saying it, they should probably find a younger one to keep in and work with. But Moti should be in the team, man. Moti should be in the team. If I understand what you are saying, I think West Indies need to keep a touring spinner. What is your thoughts? Need to groom a spinner. If I understand what you are saying, well, there's not much you can groom Moti anymore. He's a big man, but yeah, definitely always need to have a spinner there. I think they had to bat like because a ball had their name on it eventually, so they had no choice but to hit quickly like Hola and Blackwood. But the problem is hitting quickly, ball is always going to be on a name, but I think the faster you hit, the faster that ball probably come. because hitting like that, you tend to make mistake faster. You understand if you are going to play like that. But I hear you. Gabriel is an X factor. Roach could use helpful conditions. Joseph is leader. Holder can complement bowling partners, says Ian. All right. Got to remember Gabriel is in the ODI team, so his dropping is not based purely on performance. We need to manage him. All right. I hear you. I hear you. CWI must pick 2 more specialist batsmen. I understand, Godfrey, and I would agree. I understand. I personally think that from the get-go, Arthur Nell should have been in the team, and probably Casey Carty. You understand? Based on, I mean, it's not that we're overly advocating for these guys because they're averaging 60s and 70s in regional cricket, but it's because we see a little potential and we're as specialist players and we're thinking that, they can work with them. But as I said, some of these guys, they constantly get outperformed by the all-rounders in the regional tournament. So that is one of the major problems that why that happened. It was good to see our bowlers going toe to toe with South Africa's. South Africa middle order gave ours a run for our money. They might have been worse. I think we bowled them out for 116 or something like that. You see, when it comes down to South Africa batting, there's always 1 or 2 players that will hold it together. At least recently, 2 or so players will hold it together, and then after you get those players, they tend to start collapse. You understand? So we just need to keep it tight. And Desmond Haynes had indicated that is one of the main reasons why they brought in Shannon Gabriel, so he could take wickets early. You understand? So he could take wickets up top, but nobody's guaranteed to take wickets all the time, So, we are hoping that if he plays again, he will be able to get a couple of wickets at least in the first couple of overs. So Supernova says Tej, Brathwaite, Reefer, Blackwood, Thomas, Holder, Da Silva, Moti, Joseph, Roach, Gabriel. So he's replacing Mayers and Chase with Moti and Gabriel. Only issue is that the extremely long tail. Okay. So Blackwood 5, Thomas 6, Holder. Thomas 5, Holder 6, Da Silva 7. Then he has Moti, Joseph, Roach, Gabriel. All right. So Mayers and Chase out. All right. Casanova says Arthur Ness should be in the team, but Devon Thomas is there and should play before Arthur Ness. But it would be nice if both can play. And I share the same sentiments, Mr. Casanova. I am a fan of Arthur Ness. I want him to play, but Thomas has been there for a little while, and we are thinking he needs to get a go. He needs to get an opportunity. They are not playing him as a wicket keeper. They are playing him as a specialist batsman. So I am thinking he's probably going to get an opportunity before. Oh, okay. So I was wondering. All right, so that's the correction. The 1-run test match win. Wagner bowled Lil Walsh. That test was great to watch. I didn't see it. Hold on. Good evening. Remember, I tell you people we can't leave out Roach, says Rajay. All right, Rajay. All the bowlers started with bad length and line. Kevin D says, good night, Sports to the Bone. First thing first, man, you. Boy, I tell you, here I say my blood pressure up right now, Kevin D, I didn't even watch the game until it ended, in all honesty. Since the season start, since the beginning of the season, I have so much confidence in my team that if we go a goal or 2 behind, that we are going to win. But when Liverpool scored that second goal, I just got a feeling that we were never going to come back. And I switched off the thing and started looking at some other stuff, So I didn't watch it. When I checked back, I saw 6-0 and then I saw 7-0. I am happy I didn't watch it because Jaja. Sports at Bone, have you seen any of the women's IPL runs like water? One team even scored too much that 23 today. What you saying? No, in a supernova, I haven't seen anything. Any of our West Indies ladies score any runs or take any wickets as yet? Gabriel with his pace put pressure on the batsmen, even if he doesn't pick wickets. The other bowlers will because of his pace on one end. All right. Speaking of the women's IPL, you feel Deandra is actually hurt, or they replace her for being for behind the scenes drama? Why? That's a good question. The lady says she's not hurt. You understand? If she was hurt, probably she wouldn't. She put out a post saying that she is not hurt. So I am thinking that I don't even know what to say. I don't know, because the fact that she came out and said that she's not hurt would say that there's probably something that they don't want to get out in the public in terms of some medical. I don't know, yeah, man. Sports at the Bone, West Indies play any so-called spinner, South Africa will finish with him. Sports at the Bone, West Indies play any so-called spinner, South Africa will finish with him. All right. Matthews was on song yesterday. Vexy missed out on the 50, but it goes to show how freely she can bat when she doesn't have pressure, like when playing for West Indies. Yeah, man, she's a good cricketer, as you say. It's just that she needs more support where West Indies is concerned. All right, she made 47, and that 47 came from 30 deliveries. Okay. 7-0 is like a cricket opening score. Liverpool have been garbage all year, but for some reasons, treated the game versus Man U like the Merseyside derby, complete and utter destruction. It's rough, man. It's rough. A rough star. Welcome, Datin back. Welcome her back to what? West Indies cricket? The American girl who playing for Capitals ladies pick up a 5-4. Okay. Barca are top of the table with 9 points over Real Madrid. Yeah, man, Barcelona doing them thing, man. All right. Matthews scored. Okay, same info. Good night, Sports at the Bone and fans. Mares da Silva, Chase Hola should be dropped for the second. All these guys fail in the first test. It should be changed. There should be changes for the second test. All right, so you're dropping all of those guys. Da Silva, Chase, and Hola. Who are you going to use to replace them? And how do you drop Da Silva after the man had arguably one of the best wicket-keeping performances of all time? We know that he is capable with the bat, so when he doesn't score runs, we get angry. But how do you drop a man after picking up? Explain it to me. Right now, the good Giants missing Deandra very bad. Plus, their captain and wicketkeeper Beth Mooney went down with injury in the first over. She was batting. All right, Tara. Tara, surprising to me. I wonder if she was born in America. Maybe not. Sports to the Bone. I rather to watch Brathwaite and Shandopal take them time and batter amount of time they want. I will be glad if they make 50 off 15 overs. I hear you. Javier Royal is a good spinner coming through. Yeah, man, Royal has been on the scene for a little while, mostly doing well in a shorter form of cricket. Maybe the women's CPL can improve more over can import more overseas names like the women's IPL. Obviously, pay grade will be completely different. That would be a good idea, yes, to develop the thing. Boy, I can't understand the call for dropping Da Silva. It's like saying drop Roach. That's why I say I don't understand still. Sports and Bone question. Should West Indies coach all four? So, Sports and Bone question. Should West Indies coach all four all-rounder and the two who they should play with? I'm not too sure if I understand the question. If you're asking if they should play all four all-rounders, I mean, as I said, if they're going to make a change, I can understand them bringing in Arthanes or Thomas. But you know, these guys, they did some work to get in the squad. That's all I can say. You know, well, let me not put it that way because we haven't had any significant performances from Holder for a little while now. But yeah. The side said that they did not get medical clearance in time for Deandra had to replace her. Yeah, that is what they said, you know. That is what they said. I don't know what true that is. I never get your thoughts on Barca versus Manu. For me, I was furious on Xavi and his first leg lineup. Yeah, the game there. I think I only saw the second leg. The first leg I didn't see it much. I was at work, but he did some experiment in the first leg. Didn't work out. But as I said, Manu this season is a team that show that they can compete with almost any team in the world. Well, Liverpool shows different today, you know. But Barcelona, it was a good game. The second leg, as I said, is just that, you know, we were able to get the better of them. Also, Sports to the Bone. When is the White Ball series starting? The 19th. It feels like nearly half a year since we have had any white ball cricket. What's your minimum and ceiling for the new for the new captains? I mean, this series is a good series to test ourselves. It's a good series to test ourselves. The white ball. Shea Hope, he has been in the team for a while now. As captain, I am expecting him to continue to lead from the front. I am hoping for what we're going to play. 2 ODIs. How many again? I don't remember. I'm hoping that you know, I'm not going to be too overly greedy because I know that what our ODI team puts forward is nothing too good. But South Africa on their day can pull off a West Indies. So I'm hoping that, as I said, you know, this Shea Hope will lead from the front. Powell is expected to be tactical. He has good experience captaining. He's in, well, the last time I saw him, he was in good form batting. So hopefully he will be able to get some runs. I'm not sure if we're going to win the series, the ODI and T20 series, you know, but I am hoping to see some good performances. One of the main things that I am disappointed about is the fact that you know, Alec Arthanes wasn't named in the ODI squad. After such a okay Super 50, I was hoping they would have given him the opportunity. So that already is a disappointment for me. You understand? So let us see. All right. Brathwaite, Shandapar, Reefer, Thomas Arthanes, Blackwood, Da Silva, Joseph, Gabriel, Roach, and Moti. Sports to the Bone. I like the moves Sarwan made. Man making an impact as soon as he took up back the selection job. Brought in Kimo, Anderson, and Adams in the squad. Plus was clear and why Hetty wasn't. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Sports to the Bone. Gal United deserve to lose, but Chelsea all the way. I hear you. Chelsea pick up a little 1-0 lead, and all of a sudden Chelsea fans are on top of the world. You know, Jacob's reminding you guys to like up the live. 86 people on the live. Like up the live, man. All right. Oh, so it's 3 ODIs. All right. All right. Big up. Sports to the Bone question. Do you think that the West Indies Cricket Board make a good choice by make Badri as a spin bowler's coach? So I don't know if this is a permanent thing. So Badri will be helping out the white ball team in South Africa. I personally, I am okay with that. And I don't know what his coaching qualifications are. But what I said in the video yesterday is that I respect Badri as a coach. Just thinking that watching him doing when he's in commentary, the way in which he explains things, the way in which he break things down, both spin and pace. I am thinking that he will be of good service. Not sure if it's a long-term thing, so we're going to keep an eye on it. I know you're stressed out about the 7-0. I tell you, it's a good thing I don't watch the game, as I said. I just watched the first couple minutes. Also, good to see Johnson stepping aside and passing on the mantle. I always felt West Indies shortchanged him, but he led Guyana well over the years. Hopefully, Guyana win the title for his send-off. I saw the press conference when he was announcing it, and I can tell you he was gutted. I am not going to say he was forced, but it didn't seem as if this was a man that thought are things that he's at that stage now that he needs to step aside. I think that he was nudged. You understand? Notice I said I think, in my opinion. I have no proof of it. Just watching it and reading his body language, that's just my opinion. But probably the best regional captain I have seen. I remember Jamaica had a captain, Tamar Lambert. He won 5 consecutive titles, if I'm not mistaken. Not sure how many in all Leon Johnson would have won. I am sure that he has 5 at least, but I think Leon Johnson is probably the best I have seen since I have been watching regional cricket. Personally, I expect Hope's average to drop to 47-48 by the end of Hope's captaincy, which I hope is much longer than Pooran's reign. T20, I have decent expectations with Poyle. He's a natural leader. Well, yes, they're going to stress out Shea Hope. All right. Should West Indies hold coaching session clinic for all coaches in the region? They do that, man. That is something that happens, That is something that happens. Probably they need to do it more often. My thing with Sarwan is that he keeps jumping from job to job like a rabbit. He wants something more stable in his elder years. I think I think the thing is this, he was extending his mall based on what I am hearing and venturing into other businesses. So I guess he left the job to go and get that off the ground. I know that is off the ground. He has decided to return. I don't know. I don't have any inside information, but I am expecting that this is for the long haul. No. Sports to the Bone. Today is the last for starting 6 o'clock, but it will be 5 o'clock as of next week. I mean, it's going to be the same 6 for me here, but as you said, 5 for you guys. I probably still have to stuck with the time based on my what I have to do by the time I finish doing certain things. Personally, I am going to miss Badri in the commentary box, but this is an excellent move. He is one of the most underrated spinners of the last decade. Yeah. Sarwan making money over here in Guyana, owns an entire mall and other things. He doesn't really need the job. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we are aware that he's making the money, it's just that we are wondering where is he all over the place. Kenora says, I hope West Indies win the toss and bat first in the second test and make at least 300 runs. Sports of the Bone, do you see Lara face when West Indies get bowled out? No, I didn't see it. I only saw a picture of Lara on the field when they were practicing. Sports of the Bone, I think they should use Moti over Chase for the next match. Once he's fit, man, I think Moti will be in. Thomas in for Mayers and Jordan for Gabriel. Badger is a curriculum officer in PE, plus he has coached in Australia and has been an assistant coach in the IPL. You see, I know I was losing my mind. Yesterday when I did the video, I was saying that I was almost certain that man is a well, he would have moved from a PE teacher to, as I say, a curriculum officer. So just the way in which he breaks his thing down, you can see that the man is a coach by nature. As I said, he would have coached in different leagues. Yeah, remember in the video that I did yesterday, I was saying that if you saw the video, he would have done some work with the Delhi Capitals. Good day, guys. It's strange to me that some persons are asking for Da Silva to be dropped, whereas we saw CWI persisting with Ba and Ramdin. The man has not been a big failure. The thing is this, my thing is this, Sammy. I agree with you. Da Silva should not be dropped. There's no way you have a man pull off, achieve arguably one of the greatest wicket-keeping thing in history. Not scoring a lot of runs, but taking a couple of, gaining a couple 7 dismissals. But I am not a big fan of saying because such and such a man was given this opportunity, such and such a man should be given the same amount. The mistakes that were made in the past, I am a strong believer that the same mistakes should not be made. You should grow from those mistakes, even though some might say they were biased to give Bar and Ramlin so many opportunities. I am of the opinion that the same mistakes should not be made. Even if people want to say that they are being biased, I personally, don't get me wrong, Da Silva should be in the team, but I am saying when it is time for him to be dropped or when it is time for anyone else to be dropped, I am not too sure if we should say that because another man was left in the team for a while, we should do the same thing with another player. I think that decision should be made based on what the potential or based on what they see in the player or, learning from mistakes. That is why I see it, Sports to the bone, I believe that West Indies cricket team will 2 coach, 1 for a limited over and longest format. I believe that will happen. All right. Crick Lover says, I think West Indies should have taken Jordan or someone else in the white ball squad. Odin Smith is woefully out of form in the PSL. Man going for licks every game. All right, so Crick Lover is saying that Odin Smith probably should be left out. I am not really paying attention to the PSL, but I think how did he do in the last couple of white ball series that he played for West Indies? Does anyone see Hetty and Lewis playing for West Indies in the India series? Rutherford and O'Shane are other 2 couple of names I would like to see in the white ball setup. Guys need to get serious. I think it's probably going to be too soon. Wait, how far from now is the India series? Hetty would have to be playing some cricket for Guyana. He would have to show that he is ready again. Rutherford probably would have to do the same thing. O'Shane, I'm not too sure what's happening with him. Evan Lewis is a mystery, just like what's Fabian Allen. Don't know. Liverpool destroyed Manchester United, missing CR7. Liverpool get revenge on Manu. I mean, we definitely don't miss CR7. The team is better without him. Last year, he won a couple of games for us. Was able to score a couple of winners. But the team in itself is better without him. I am all for the team and not for an individual. So even though he was achieving all other things and scoring goals, the team in itself is better without him. So, Jay, blessings. Big up, Jay. Big up. Lambert is the best captain the Caribbean ever see. Please do some check. Rajay. As I said, off the top of my head, I know Lambert is a good captain where the region is concerned, but it would probably be close with the two between him and Leon Johnson. But as you said, probably I need to check and don't just spew out things like that. Sports to the bone, your pressure, okay. The pressure kind of gone down a little bit, man. And what I did to calm it down a little, I stayed away from Facebook and WhatsApp. I just turned the TV on and I was looking at some old Naruto stuff that I used to watch when I was in high school. So that I used to calm myself down and just stay off Facebook and WhatsApp for a little while. Sports to the bone. Here's the point that Da Silva took 7 catches the last match. He cannot be dropped. That is what I'm thinking. That I don't know how people come. I don't know how them. Boy, I don't know. I don't know how people would think to drop Da Silva. Sports to the bone. Who could hold Blackwood to score runs when he under pressure? And I think he's saying, how could Blackwood score runs when he under pressure and is being called to be dropped? That 70 score bought him playing time for next year. You mean playing time for the next 5 years? Rutherford was injured in the UAE. Not sure if he is fit. As to Hetty, that man worse than Russell and them. Don't even want to play for his country. Yeah, man. So Sarwan said in his press conference yesterday that Rutherford had indicated that he was injured. They haven't received any update on Rutherford as yet. So, we're still waiting on that. the same with Hetmeyer. I guess he's making sure that he spends time with his family. Sarwan has a bone to chew with West Indies board. That's why he gone back at the helm of Guyana Cricket Board. Sports of the Bone, Tamar Lambert lives in overseas. I am not sure. Since Tamar Lambert stopped playing for West Indies cricket, I don't see or know anything about that man. In all honesty, I don't know. If we win the toss for the second, would you bat first? I mean, if the pitch is good, for batting, but personally, the way in which we finished with the likes of Roach and Joseph picking up some wickets, I think with that sort of confidence, I would put them back into bowl first. I would give our bowlers an opportunity to bowl again to see if they can feed off that energy and bowl down South Africa. Having said that, could go the other way, but I probably would do that. Hetty might be done for if he don't play at all. It would be hard for him to come back now. Sheldon say Lambert better than Johnson. I will take Sheldon's word for it. Sheldon, follows these sort of things carefully and closely. Kenora Forbes from Milk River. Me go church and come back. Me seaside get 7. Is this real? Real. Kenora, I want to tell you right now, I'm sorry I myself didn't go to church. Didn't go to church today. Probably if I was at church, I would miss the whole embarrassment, Yeah, man, real. Sports and Bone, when you see the election, looking forward to the coaching selection after. So CWI next general meeting is on March 25th, and that election will take place then. As I said, Dr. Shallow indicated that he's running for presidency, and he's running for president. What is going on with my English today? Anyway, Kishore Shallow said that he wants a top job. So March 25th. So, All right. See a couple people saying that Lambert better than Johnson. All right. Don't you think that West Indies mode of attack against South Africa pay should be more like Blackwood? I think we should not drop Mayers. We can send him up the order and have him play positive. Playing positive is one, but how long can they play positive? In some ways, yes. It's good when you can counter attack when your team is down, but Jermaine Blackwood is naturally that type of player. Not a lot of the players in the team is like that. Probably only Blackwood and Mayers. Man United get beat from Liverpool 7-0. What do you think of the Australia versus India last test? So I did not watch the last test, but there was some good captaincy based on what I am hearing from Steve Smith. I heard them saying that the pitch, ICC ranked the pitch as being horrible, being terrible, being below standard. You understand? So, I didn't watch it, but good to see Australia getting at least one. I missed this comment. Hold on. Blackwood's playing style has changed since he started playing for West Indies. The way he played freely in the previous test match is the approach that best fits him. It's always been a temperament thing. Yeah, it has always been a temperament thing. But the thing is, the longer you stay out there and bat, the more likely you are to score runs. So I guess that is why he's trying to curve his sort of, how he plays. Sports of the Bone, since Roach took 5 wickets and passed Garner for the 5th all-time for the West Indies, it means his standard is back, so it cannot be dropped. Yeah, he would probably be a little bit crazy to drop a man after picking up five wickets, huh? If Chase and Mayers is in the second test series, is over. All right, West Indies T20 captain. Sports to the Bone, like your WhatsApp contacts follow you here. Beer Manu memories. I tell you, man. Ian, the boy, they can't give me a break star. Drop Reefer, Chase, Hola, three ways players. The next India-Australia match is huge. Australia already qualified for World Test Championship finals. If India wins, they qualify for the finals. If they lose or draw, Sri Lanka can qualify if they beat New Zealand 2-0. And when which New Zealand playing these days, boy, really rough. TNT Bassard might be vice president. Hope I pronounced that correctly. All right, Sheldon, I hear you. Boy, if you ever get in there, that is the time you're going to hear that the Trinidadian them take over the whole of West Indies cricket. Sports to the bone, here's the thing. They should use Blackwood for 3 over Reefer and Mayers for the next match. I'm not too sure still because Reefer got a half century in that game. So I'm not too sure if you break it up like that still. Brand new CWR president needed. Where you say shake off Shallow and all of them guys. Like these comments want pressure you with money. I tell you, Star. I tell you, Coley Chase must go. All right. Give Alec a chance. So some of those other batsmen pure waste and time. I mean, as I said, I want Alec Arthanis to play now. But I can understand if they don't play him over Devon Thomas, seeing that Thomas has been there for a little while. Is CWI a monarchy? People tell me. Sports to the bone is thus young poor, and you were referring to in your video today. Really, I think Sheldon. I could be mistaken, but Sheldon will correct me in the comment section. I think they said that he's Pooran's cousin, if I'm not mistaken. I know that the Hetmeyer, the young Hetmeyer that is scoring a lot of runs, the 15-year-old, I think he's probably 14 or 15. That is Hetmeyer's nephew. That is Sherman Hetmeyer's nephew. The Pooran now that is scoring, he scored a double century and then he scored a century. I think it was yesterday. I don't remember, but I think they are cousins. Sheldon is on here. He will tell us, but I think they are cousins. Sports about Australia will play India for the Test Championship. All right. All right, so yeah, man, that is how things are looking. So I finally caught up with all the comments. So while we wait on a few more people to type, so I can go ahead and read. If you are just coming on, I am not actually crying because of what happened to Manu. I am not crying, right? It's just the pollen and the allergies. I am not crying because of what happened to Manu. So I am okay. The team played well. We need to win win the toss. I would like to see the tape of Laura conversation with the team after the loss. Yeah, that would probably be interesting. Yes. Also, Sports at the Bone. Do you think West Indies ever getting through? Hold on, Sports at the Bone. Do you think? I think he said. Do you think West Indies ever regaining? Hold on. 3 test match series in I think he's saying if we are gonna ever get three test match series on a regular basis. I doubt it. I doubt it. If our cricket continues like this, I doubt it. Sian is the nephew of Shimran Hetmeyer. Yeah, man, we're trying to figure out the poor and the poor and one. Sports at the Bone, you should watch a WPL game. It's exciting. I mean, yeah, if I have the time, I will definitely look at it. Kenora Forbes from Milk River says right now, better them use the T20 side, play the second test match. But Kenora, the T20 side cannot bat out 20 overs when they play their form of cricket. That's a good excuse, Sports to the Bone. We know how passionate you are about the Red Devils. Boy, I tell you, Star, I tell you. You're rough still in a supernova, rough bad man. You know, when you're playing against your rival, if you lose a game 1-0, 4-0 is not too bad, but man, 7-0 is too much, man. That too much. You understand? Right now, tomorrow, when I go to work, you have a couple of youths at my workplace that, you know, they call it soccer. They say, you know, a couple of them support Liverpool, so you know that is another problem again in the school. Next series after South Africa for the West. Next series after South Africa. Yeah, we have India coming up next. It was good move from DeAndre that into ruled out from the West Indies. From the Women's Premier League. Sports in West Indies will have 5 test tours next year, 3 away and 2 home. All right. Blackwood got out on 37 whilst playing a defensive shot. First time and got out on 73. Caught whilst hitting out. Should he just play how he wants? I mean, I think he's playing how he wants. It's just that, I don't even know what to say, man. I don't even know. But when he just came back and got selected for the team, is because he was curving his natural aggressive behavior while he was scoring runs. So I guess he needs to continue batting like this. In my opinion, Jordan and Anthony should both be in the next test. We can qualify for World Chess Championship finals, and it doesn't really count for anything. So yes, give them a look in. Does anyone still know how Raston Chase found his way back into the ODI setup? First the test versus Australia, now the ODIs versus South Africa. We already have Carrier. We select Carrier. We did why did we select Chase as well? As I said, Supernova, I have no idea. This is my thing. The 2 spinners that should be in the ODI team, Carrier, he got his opportunity and he proved that he's okay. He should be there. Akil Hussein is the next one. I don't know how Chase got in there. Same as how I don't know how he got in the test against South Africa. Miracles happen, Miracles always happen. Sports of the Bone United played like schoolboy team. Super 7, well, yes. it rough, man. Rough out there. Would have pulled Jordan and Arthanes from regional 3-day for nothing. They said they pull him for nothing. I would necessarily pull him for nothing, but would be nice to see them playing. But sometimes when they get pulled and you tour with the team is different from what you experience in a regional cricket game. Maybe they support Liverpool because LeBron is the owner and he's massive worldwide. Probably that is the reason, because where I am at, basketball is pretty big here. So who is the waste man? I don't know what you mean by well, I'm not calling anybody like that. I'm not doing that still. I feel whoever they bring in on Wednesday is no difference except for Moti. I wish them the best and hope they start playing with fear. So Sammy, in terms of Moti still, Moti would have played the first test, well. Can't swear for them. But I am thinking Moti would have played. It's just that he wasn't well. He was injured. He was defensive in both dismissals, all right. Raston Chase got friends in high places. No other explanation, he says. Man United will win the FA Cup and Europa League this season. Chase Godfather is there's my I don't know about that. I ain't going to read all of that. Don't want anybody coming after me for defamation of character, about money and all of them things. Raston Chase got into the ODI squad maybe because he 20 of 30, because he got 20 of 30 in the T20 World Cup. Who knows? Probably. Sports of the Bone, who you will use for India tour, Bravo or Banner? So, as Desmond Haynes said, they are still looking at both of them. Based on how Desmond Haynes put it, they did not throw Banner away. They sent him to work on certain things so he can come back for India. So I'm assuming that he will be back for India. That is what they said. They said that he's working on some things for India. So I'm assuming that he's going to walk back in the team. Desmond Haynes said that he reached out to Bravo and they are currently looking at him, because he has quality and he can score runs every against, at the international level. So I think Banner is probably above him a little bit there. Rate the management of Eric Ten Hag so far. The Red Devils, for me, it's 7 out of 10. We finally won a trophy, but we need to secure top 4, and another trophy would be. Listen, Supernova. I don't see anything that this man do wrong so far. I mean, we lost against Liverpool and the opening 2 games where we lost against Brighton and Brentford when he just came. But every situation that this man found himself in, he has dealt with very, very well. The Cristiano Ronaldo situation, that could have gone extremely bad. You understand? He dealt with that 100%. The way in which he dealt with the Jadon Sancho thing, very good. That's a mental aspect of his coaching, very good. The way in which he removed Harry Maguire and put in Bruno Fernandes, and boy, the management is good. I would probably give him 8.5 right now. It's just that, and with what he's doing with this squad, the fact that he has already won a trophy is good. If he managed to get top 4, that is very, very good. You understand? The way I see he has the players playing now, man. That's good. 7 goals cause instant fresh goal. Boy, I look so. Batting keep failing us over and over. Who will Moti come in for and who will Thomas come in for? Moti will have to come in for Rastan Chase. Well, I guess they are playing Rastan Chase as a specialist batsman, but if Moti has to come in and come on board spin and drop Rastan Chase on the bench. Sports one is Banner. If Banner in the plans for India, what we're doing with Rifa, look how decision gone backfire. Boy, somebody had to play while Banner was out, I don't know. So going to India, I don't know. They're going to have to make up their mind. Sports at Bone. Is it so difficult to bat against Rabada and co? Drop Chase, play Alec. Moti will be back. So can Devon Thomas also can find a spot in the team. What's your opinion? So I want Alec Arthanes to play. You understand? I want him to play. But I don't know who he's going to play for. As I said, probably drop Chase and play Arthanes. But Moti would probably have to come in for Chase. You understand? Devon Thomas, I don't know. I want to see Devon in also, but I don't know. In terms of carrying these guys, I don't know how much of a difference it's going to make. The other part of the question, though, if it is so hard to play Rabada, yes, it is. Yes, it is difficult to play Rabada. And as you know, Nakia, Jensen, the youngster, is very good, the left arm pacer. Yes, it's extremely difficult to play Rabada. He's a good bowler. I remember when Rabada came through at the under-19 leveling and was kicking up rumpus. And my Caribbean people know what I mean by kicking up rumpus. And after the under-19 competition, they just put him straight in the senior team. And the man had one of the best bowling averages for quite some time. He's not easy to face, man. Chase got into the ODIs because of our number 3 problem caused by Bravo bad form. But Chase is not a number 3 batsman. Chase, man, Sheldon, come on, man. Sheldon, no bother with that, man. I know you want to say that Bravo is because Bravo out there searching for somebody. But Chase, what has Chase done to come in at number 3? Come on, Sheldon. No bother. Sheldon, we ask you a question, This Puran that is making some runs over there, is it Nicholas Kozner or what? Just imagine from winning the Carabao Cup to being clapped for 7 goals to 0. Yeah, to go on, I cry. I don't want me cry on the live, but that's not going to happen. Kenwar, for me, it would be Chase and Mayers, although Mayers would be very useful on a swinging pitch. We need more runs and Thomas in good form in red ball. I probably can't argue with that either. That is probably solid. Man, these people coming for Sports to the Bone with these 7-0 loss. I don't know why they're stressing me out like that, man. I don't know, man. I don't know at all. Like they want me to start crying on the live. If Bravo is getting runs in region, then give him a look in. Banner's form has been real bad after England last year. Yeah, man, Bravo is pretty close to making a return. Salah now holds the record for the highest goal scorer in Liverpool Prem history. He overtook Robbie Fowler today. And I think Salah is probably the player that has scored the most goals against Man U, if I'm not mistaken, for Liverpool. Could be wrong, but at least in recent times. Let me put that, at least in recent times. We need Desmond Haynes to do a good job as chairman of selectors for the benefit of West Indies cricket. Like up the live, everybody, it's not going to cause nothing. Kevin D, every Sunday we come on, we read, we talk for an hour, get how much people viewing. Now we have 140 people viewing, and we leave with like 20, 25 likes. I don't know. People don't like me star, it seems that way. Good night, Sports to the Bone. How the under-19 male match went? I don't know. The last thing I saw is that they were in training. I didn't even realize that they had a game today. But if there was a game, I will let you know by in a video tomorrow morning. Mayers and Chase more than anyone else spot under pressure, especially for the next tour. Set of guys waiting in the wings from regional 4-day. All right. Somebody influential is trying their best to keep chasing the team. He's playing in the second test. You heard it first. You heard it here first. I mean, the thing is, Ian, they are trying to play him as a specialist batsman. So I don't know, Star. I don't know. They probably find a way to bring in Monty as a spinner and keep him there. You saw my cousin play for TNT under 17 football. Rio Cardenas, the blonde hair player, says Ian. No, I didn't actually see the game. I didn't watch the game. Well, Ian, you have superstar in the family. Is a sports family. This 11, Desmond Haynes want for the test soon. Old Bajan, Brathwaite, Hope, Brooks, Dorich, Mayers, Chase, Jason Ola, Roach, Orkan. Well, I know easy, you know. Dwight York, upcoming next Dwight York. Well, if he's that good, hope he takes the same route and head to Manchester. Chase is a specialist at getting selected, but seriously, it's time to give Thomas a chance. As I said, Devon Thomas, I wouldn't have a problem if they give him an opportunity. As much as I want to see Alec in there, at least when you like the live, you will help him with that 7-0 last. Yeah, that will probably give me a reason to smile. Sports at the Bone, here's my opinion. I think Shandapur will write up to 1,500 to 2,000 runs. I'm not too sure if I understand what you're saying. By the end of his career, well, I am hoping that by the end of his career, he has way more than that. Sports at the Bone, the batting is our problem. The pitch for two tests is fast wicket. For the second test is a fast wicket. I don't see spin doing anything. Check the record. All right. I mean, but we're still going to need to bring in a spinner. We can't play pure pace. But I hear you still, David. I hear you. Sports at the Bone, I don't follow much football, but what is this beef with Messi and Benzema and this FIFA award? I guess people are saying that Benzema should have won based on the season that he had. You understand? But the fact that Messi performed okay in the Farmers League over there in France and he won the World Cup, the FIFA was not going to miss the opportunity not to give Messi the award. But Benzema was good. You understand? Benzema was good, winning. They win the Champions League. They win. They won the La Liga. He wasn't a part of the World Cup, so probably that didn't work in his favor. So I guess that is the thing. Sports at the Bone, Chase get back in the ODI and T20 team because of Haynes. He's a godfather because it makes having Chase there. All right. Is it because of money problems that smaller countries not getting as much test cricket as the big three? Yeah. I mean, see, ICC don't really see how they're going to make any money from that. So, probably I guess that's why. Why does Cricket 2020 think Hayden Walsh Jr. is Bajan? I saw that also, I saw that, but I can't pull anybody's leg at all because the other day I was saying that Alzari Joseph was from Barbados. That in news is just the start of things to come for West Indies players since the WBBL. She's not being active, so they may think she's a liability. ATM, but I don't know how they can think she's a liability and they went and purchased her for $73,000. You understand? I don't know. I don't know how. Something else happened, man. I don't think that is it. You could be right still. I think West Indies will play both Artanes and Jordan in the second test since there is nothing to lose, since we are losing anyway. Did we not steal Walsh Jr. from the USA team? Didn't Thomas get a chance in the T20 team? Yeah, but the thing though, Jerome Foster is it. Remember, Thomas scored a whole lot of runs in red ball cricket. That's why they said that he's in red ball he's in good form in red ball cricket. He's in St. Croix, part of the U.S. Virgin Islands. The last time I checked, I mean, I'm not the best when it comes down to geography, but based on what I have heard and based on people that I know that is from there, I always hear they are saying that St. Croix in there. So I guess these players that forsaking West Indies will not be picked up much for franchise cricket. It's still the gateway to big tournaments. I mean, if they are in good form when they stop playing for West Indies, teams will still keep looking at them. But for example, Hetmyer now, for argument's sake, if he's out of form totally, and he's not making any runs and losing contracts, just like any other player, then what you will have to do is return to the foundation, try and play some cricket for Guyana, try and get back into international cricket to do that, to thing, But the good thing is that, well, the thing that is benefiting these players is the fact that these days they have so many T20 leagues. So if they fail in CPL, then they have the different leagues to go and put up some good work so they can get IPL contracts. So I agree that teams are looking for international performances, but with the whole franchise leagues and everything, that they still get a chance. I remember when we lost 8-2, time was tough for Barca and Barca fans. Yeah. Breaking news: next month is CPL retainer for teams April 7th. All right, so they said the 7th of April. All right. Hopefully by the live next week, West Indies would be in a strong position to win the game. It's a shame they schedule it in the middle of the week, so no crowds. Yeah. Hopefully by then we are well on our way to winning, as you say. Selectors always seem to think that if they get equal numbers of poor hitters and slow test batsmen, it will average out as a good T20 batting unit. Boy, I don't know at all. You understand? There's a whole lot of things that we need to fix where our cricket is concerned. You understand? I have almost given up with West Indies cricket. I heard USA cricket team will be ranking with the top cricketing nations in 2 years, probably. I don't mind Hetty not playing for Guyana, but he must play for Berbice. How does that? I don't understand. Is it because why? Is it because there's such a big connection between him and Berbice? But the way to get selected for West Indies is to play for Guyana. You understand? I don't know. And if he plays for Guyana and performs well, then he will. If he plays for Berbice and performs, then he will be selected for Guyana. People like Hola got it rough, boy. South Africa T20, Zimbabwe, South Africa, then IPL, and then India in I guess they're happy. These guys don't see it as being rough. These guys are happy. West Indies was the better team and should have won. Our batsmen let us down, and we need to score big next game. I don't know still, I don't know. There's this famous program that I used to listen to when I was in high school in Jamaica. It's called Sports Decks. And there was this debate going on for probably over a year or 2 years. And Casanova, the debate was if you can play the better game and lose. It was mostly directed towards football, though. If you can play the better game and still lose the game. So you are saying, no, we deserve to win. Yeah. West Indies was the better team and should have won. So I don't. As I said, this is a debate that I followed for years. If you can be the better team and still end up losing, for example, in a football game, can you be the better team for 90 minutes and lose the game? Some will say that you can. I don't even want to start that debate at all. Sports and Board, here's the question. Speaking of USA, do you think they should play Test cricket? Not at that level right now. No. I'm not too sure if they are there to play Test cricket as yet. I think they should continue to try and develop what they are doing now. Before even them, you have other associate nations that can probably keep working and push for that before even US. At least it's consistent in one thing, pulling out for family issues. Yes, brother is the biggest family man that I ever know, Rasta. If Arthanes play in the second test, do you think he can handle the pace bowlers? I mean, he has good technique. It's just a matter of seeing. I think so. I think so. I think so. But we'd have to wait and see. Sports about Hetmeyer, West Indies cricket days are over. It looks like he's done with West Indies cricket. Probably. Hetty making too much money, especially in IPL. Let him lose one of those big contracts. Even the other smaller leagues won't be enough. In any sports, that's possible. A last-minute ditch effort and heroics can upset anybody. But at the end of the day, still in a supernova. The aim is to win the aim is to win the game. So say for example in football, I am outplaying you for 89 minutes. I am outplaying you, taking shots, your goalkeeper saving it. I am on top of the game, and in the end, I clinch it 1-0. I am better than you. That is why I win the game. It can go 2 ways. As I said, this is a debate that I was following that goes on for this debate was going on for years. Same way Pollard, Bravo, Narayan must play for their club side to progress future players. I hear you. Yes, you can lose even when you be in the better one. For football, says Kevin D. Hit the sign, set the pace. Remember what I said. All right. Sports to the bone. Did you watch the England Bangladesh series? The thing is, guys, most of the cricket that is being played, I can't watch all of the games. I can't watch the games. I just mostly look at highlights and the scores because as much as I post on YouTube often, remember, I still have to work for Uncle Sam, I post very often, but I am not a out-and-out YouTuber. So as much as how I follow cricket and should be on top of things, I don't get a chance to watch all of the games because, I still have to do Uncle Sam's duty. That was Italy. I think he's talking about the thing. Yeah, man. So it's going to be interesting. Well, we pass an hour now, but it would be really unfair for me to come off the live and don't give you guys an opportunity to come and express your feelings verbally, about the test. You understand? So even though we're over an hour and it's time for me to go and prepare for work tomorrow, I am definitely going to give these guys an opportunity to come on and to verbally say what they have to say about the test and what to expect in the second test. So if you're on the live and you want to have a say, you can just come on now. I will give you a couple of minutes to say your piece, even though it was open for everybody to type in the comment section. You can verbally say your piece if you have something to say. So you can do it. The link is there as usual. Do you think Chris Gayle will play CPL this year? Yes or no? I mean, he's training as we speak. He's probably training for the IPL, and the IPL is considered to be higher than CPL. So why not? Let me just answer it that way. Pollard doing well, batting and taking wickets. I get, you're the Mumbai Indian fans calling back for him. I feel lost when I hear cricket these days. I don't follow up with the cricket as much as I used to. All right. Hetty have made decision already. He wants to play franchise, not for his country or international. The money is small for him. Money get in his head. All right, I hear you. Sports to the bone. Any last news on Eleanor Cornwall? Also, is young Drake still injured? No news on Allen. Where Cornwall is concerned, the last thing I saw was on something where they were talking about overweight cricketers playing. Cornwall, last time I checked, is fit and ready to play if selected. Drake's, I think he's probably up and running. I'm not sure. Not surprised. Panel talk about Manu. All right, Jaden is on as usual. The youngster, it's always good to have youngsters on the platform. So we're going to give you Sheldon and Jaden. So Sheldon, Jaden was on first. So Jaden, just give us your summary quickly about the past test and what to expect in the second test. In the meantime, I will keep highlighting the comment section until we are ready to go. All right, Jaden, what say you now?
Well, it was a good bowling display from us.
Mm-hmm.
Alzari Joseph Gaini first test five for the best
Mm-hmm.
moment in the game for me probably. I think Raymond Rifa is I think Raymond Rifa had to score a century in the next test to hammer down his spot for that number 2 position.
Mm-hmm.
Rifa, we see we was a lot of almost everybody have a lot of patience with Rifa in the test. There was bashing him a lot. But he's scoring runs right now. If we could keep Rifa in there for a good while,
Mm-hmm.
I think he will he will start to get a lot more confidence. The more runs he score, the more merrier. But if we get one good opening stand in any game, South Africa in have a chance. But the
Mm-hmm.
big problem is get out Elga early again. Once you get Elga and Markram out early again, Keegan
Mm-hmm.
Peterson is another huge problem. Peterson he played cricket in a while. I'm glad that he kinda rusty. If he did play cricket consistently to that tour against Australia, he would have been a bigger problem.
Yeah.
But one thing is, I'm glad Rifa is hammering down his spots right
Mm-hmm.
now, and Shimran Hetmaya is playing the absolute fool. He ain't even thinking about playing for West Indies.
I
He
mean,
should lose.
I
He
don't
should
know if
lose
he's
a
playing. I don't know if he's playing the absolute fool or he's just doing what is best for him. So I don't think he looks at it like that.
Hetmaya should lose the IPL contract. You
Come
see,
on, let us not say that, though, Jaden. Let us not say that at all.
Puran is although Puran has IPL contract, Puran turned out the best out of him and Rutherford. Right now we are in big words from Rutherford saying he's looking to get back in the Western side.
Yeah, he
Rutherford
has
have a
been saying
P
that for a while, but let us see.
he's he didn't Rutherford get a PSL contract and he played a PSL yet because Rutherford still injured
Injured, yeah.
because of the league in T20 IL T20.
Mm-hmm.
If Rutherford put on decent performance, I think Rutherford would accept the offer to play for CWI again.
Mm-hmm.
Rutherford didn't have no contract with IPL right now. So
Yeah.
one more thing, I would have loved to see Matthew Ford in that T20 lineup. Matthew Ford have
Um.
potential to be a quick
Yeah.
bowler.
Yeah.
See
Yeah.
how fast he could bowl. He have potential there.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
And another problem is Afan should have been in the ODI squad. And
Mm-hmm.
Kati has to play all 3 ODI games.
Who needs to play all 3?
Casey Kati need to play
Mm-hmm.
more games to free up himself.
Mm-hmm.
But what we go do, I want Shea Hopes to collapse under pressure to start averaging under 40 now.
Yeah, if that happens, then we're gonna start getting bowled out for under 200 more often.
But the main thing is Nicholas Puran average is getting back over 40. If we get Puran average to 47 and Hope average going down, we might have Puran back in the top order in the ODI to keep that ODI to keep the pressure off of Hope if Puran put in after ODI performances.
Mm-hmm.
Puran is getting older and is probably the most mature after Jason Holder, who is the most
Mm.
experienced right now. But what we have a problem. There's one in this kind of looking like a racist to other countries. Oh, Chase getting into the side. Chasing me nothing in the regional Super 50,
I
nothing in the
mean,
4-day.
I don't want to accuse him of being that, but in terms of some of the selections, it's really questionable, especially Chase getting into the ODI squads.
But Matthew Ford has to get a looking into that T20 side.
Mm.
Same for Keegan Simmons. You other day with the hear Keegan Simmons say he ready to continue the Simmons legacy for West Indies. But he looks like he following the steps of Linda Simmons. He look like he playing ODI more. And Hitman, if you hoping to don't like hit my just trying to say that.
All right, Jaden. All right, let me hear a few opening words from Sheldon and Ian, and then we'll come back and hear what you have to say about the the second test. Yes, Sheldon.
Yes, good night all.
Yeah, blessings.
My only problem with that test is that West Indies seem not to have a batting plan,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Because we're not sure whether we attacking, defending, we're not sure who attacking, who defending,
Mm-hmm.
and that sort of thing. Because, you have to bat as a team,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah,
Now,
yeah.
for the life of me, how could the captain, in the second innings, knowing that how much runs we have to go with, knowing that there's one over to bat before lunch, right? One single over. How could you get out flicking? The man
Listen,
flick
it was
off the
a lack
third
of
ball and get
concentration.
out,
Mm-hmm.
You supposed to, here's what. Defender over, go in, talk with your side, develop a plan, and come back out. Rather, you allow yourself to get out, and South Africa now go on in with the momentum, saying that, here's what, we get the top batsman.
Yeah.
Let's go and kill them here now.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because remember, we was already in the ascendancy. We just bowled them out for 116. So we had to allow them to go into lunch with that on the mind. Not with, we just take the best batsman. So that to me, that single thing caused us to lose that test in the second innings.
I mean, I actually did not see it, but if it went down, as you are saying, one over before any break, as a settled batsman, you should be looking to defend, man. You should be looking to force anything. So I guess you're
because what happened as soon as he got out of the third ball, they went for luncheon. They didn't even finish the over. They went for lunch one time.
Yeah.
So it was a single over to face.
Yeah.
And you get out flicking at a ball going down leg, because the risk was not worth the reward. If even you did get 4, you get a 4. We chasing 240 something.
47, yeah.
And the risk is you could get out, which you did.
All right.
Watch me. My pressure went up like 1,000.
I hear you. So in terms of the second test, would you I think you're breaking up, but I was gonna ask, in terms of the second test, is there any change? Would you change anyone?
Yes. I would want to see Mote come in, although I don't think that the pitch taking spin.
Yeah.
Right? The pitch wouldn't be taking spin.
Yeah.
So I don't know how effective Mote would be on a pitch that's not taking spin. Right? Because I'm not sure how good Mote is in terms of exploiting bounce. You know, it has some spinners that could exploit bounce.
Yeah, Chase is one of them. He's not the best in the world, but he's one of them.
Right? So but I would before the first test I would have bring in Artenays.
Yeah.
But no, I still want to bring him in, but for who? That's the problem.
Yeah, it's going to be tough.
only thing is bring him in for Mayors,
Mm-hmm.
right? And hope that bring him in for Mayors
Reef would have to
and
would
hope
have to
that
do a
the
lot more bowling.
yeah, because Rifa is a medium pacer.
Yeah, yeah.
So let Rifa do some bowling. So if even he didn't give us no runs, he could back it up with some bowling. Strengthen the batting by bringing in Atenes. Um,
Mm.
attempted to rest Holder and bring in Mute.
So we would be resting the two all-rounders. Mm. But
Yeah,
my only thing why I was agreeing with you there is because where resting Mayors is concerned is because I was thinking that Holder would be there to bowl some overs, so you would rest both of them.
no, well, I would rest both of them because
Mm.
here's what. Remember, I'm bringing in Mote for Holder,
Mm-hmm.
right? I'm bringing
Yeah,
in Mote for Holder. So, because Holder not taking many wickets, so
yeah.
all he doing is containing. So if I could get
Mm-hmm.
Mote to contain in the same way,
Yeah.
um, bowl his overs a lot quicker than Holder would bowl his overs, which would
Mm-hmm.
mean to say that I wouldn't be under any overrate pressure, so
Yeah,
that
yeah.
people like Gabriel and them could take the time and plan the attack against the batsmen.
Mm-hmm.
So I figured that might be a better overall plan.
Yeah. All right. I hear you. I hear you. So those are probably the two changes. All
Yep.
right. I'm going to hear a little opening remarks from Sir Ian, and then I'll come back through, and you just give me some final, and then I'm going to have to rush off. Yes,
Yes,
Sir
yes,
Ian.
yes,
Blessings.
my brothers and sisters. I have to assume moment there too, eh?
Yeah, we
I'm not
have a
gonna be
few. We have a few of our
I'm not gonna
beautiful
be
ladies around.
chauvinistic,
Yeah.
right? Because we have an upcoming female team and we praying for them. We bruising our knees for them.
Mm.
Yes, let me tell you, we didn't do too badly. And I
Mm.
don't foresee any changes. I don't see any reason to have any change. What I see is that we lost the game twice.
Mm-hmm.
When we bowl, we lost the game because we bowled too many loose deliveries. Everybody bowl
Yeah.
loose deliveries and give away some runs. Okay. Then when we batted, we get fairly close. But when we come back and bowl, we win that session when we bowl them out. And all we had to make was do something.
Yeah.
But here's the
247.
problem now. Our reliable captain and our reliable Chandapol failed.
Mm-hmm.
Our two most reliable batsmen failed. And so I am just saying that has happened when you go outside and you see a blue moon. You don't
Mm-hmm.
normally see people like Chandapol and Bradford failing
At the same time.
at the same time. And that's the only
Yeah.
reason we lost. Man, if Chandapol had stayed there, or even Bradford, we win that game with a day or more to spare.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't see anything wrong with the side. I think the side is well balanced. I don't
Mm.
think we need Moti. That wicket, we wasting a bowler if we pick a spinner. The best person to spin would be like Chase or all-rounder,
Yeah, yeah.
you know.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, come on, you got to play environment,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah. Mm-hmm.
You cannot play, you cannot take away that pace attack because you could say we won by Gabriel, but Gabriel is making it very uncomfortable for some
Oh, man,
people.
Gabriel has to play, man.
Yeah,
He didn't pick a lot of wicket, but from what I saw, I didn't watch all of the games, but he was looking threatening,
he
So
had them uncomfortable,
plus,
and do you know that is why the slower bowlers is end up getting wickets because
mm,
You face a man like Gabriel and a man like Joseph too, although Joseph get wickets, here what going on? You really want a breeder, you know? You want a breeder, you're hoping for people like this boy. You see the captain? What was the ex-captain name again?
Jason Holland.
You're hoping like
yeah,
you
so
pray for me like
end up being a little bit
coming.
more risky against those guys, and they probably
and that is why they get more wickets. So people just feel well because Gabriel didn't get much wickets that he didn't have an effect. But I was watching the game, and this man was clocking close to 90 miles per hour. 91 miles per hour. He and this boy, Joseph had them busy. So I am saying at the end of the day, we don't need, you see, our problem in West Indies, and I guess it's because we down so long that even when something not wrong, we want to make changes. Nothing wrong with the side. Nothing wrong with the side. You lose against one of the better teams in tests. They win the toss. You come back and bowl them out. We almost win. Listen, if as this guy had said earlier with Bradford, now I know vex with Bradford. We know Bradford is a reliable man. We know that. All right? He probably lost a little concentration because when you say flicking, really, he was kind of fending it off his waist. If you understand what I'm saying. I wouldn't say it was a real.
It wasn't outside the leg stump. It was inline with the leg stump.
It was inline, and I see kind of come out. Kind of come out. He went put his bat kind of like like when a ball expected to come onto your body.
Yeah.
Right. So, all right, they catch him, and how they catch him so too is because they know him. They know if they don't catch him now, they're gonna hardly catch him for the rest of the match. So they say, look, you see, let me hit him one shot in the rib cage around there and see if you will catch him fending off. So it was more instinctive. But he's our tested best test batsman we have. It was so unfortunate. And then when Chandler Paul, he didn't perform as we thought, but he deserves another chance. So my thing is, I don't see anything wrong with the team. We almost win. Almost win. When Reefer was batting, they get the fright. Yeah, now when Reefer and is D'Souza, what is his name again, boy? Silva. And Silva was batting. They must frighten now. The fellas frightened, boy, because they start to come under 100 runs to win, start to come out 80 something runs. But as soon as this Silva and then Reefer, that everything crumble after. Now we know they have very good bowlers, so we know that them fellas ain't going to sit down and die. Them coming at you 90, they coming at you real hard, right? But it's just unfortunate, but I am not sad. I think we did, the records will show that the match was within 3 days, so it was sung bad, right? It was sung bad, but for those who see the match, would realize we almost
probably could have won it in 3 days also.
Yes, exactly. So I wouldn't touch the side because one of the problems with us in the West Indies, and I am a trainee, and only had two on the side. So it can be that I'm looking for favoritism.
Yeah, exactly.
In touching this side, them fellas look good to me. Them fellas look like they will do well in the next match. Right? We are just unfortunate. We don't win at I noticed we're not winning at toss. We're gonna have to smoke out. Maybe Bradford need to do a bush bat or something because he just a winner no toss. All right, or maybe we have to bless him or something. I find we losing a lot of toss when we really want a little toss to help us out. You notice that we're not really winning tosses these days. Right?
Yeah, probably not lucky.
But the question is, if we had won, we might have sent them in. I don't know. To me, I'll be honest, that wicket seemed to get faster. That grass on the wicket started to grow. You notice that?
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't watching it keenly like that because of work. So, the intricate details, I miss a few.
That wicket get faster coming down to the end because it had grass on it that was not, I would say, properly cured because it was growing. It green. You know, there's a green grass on a pitch and you're facing that man. What is his name?
Nakia
Rabada and them fellas. You want to dead. You're looking to dead. Rabada and them on that green grass. That is what happened. You understand? So, I mean, at the end of the day, I satisfied. I happy. I find his side did well. I was proud of Reefer. Blackwood, feel good for Blackwood. I think them fellas really coming on. And we just have to give them a chance now and keep some stability in the team and stop chopping and changing. That's the worst thing you could do now. That is my thing to start off. Yeah. All right.
All right, Sir Ian. Let us hear Jaden to finish up. We're going to hear Jaden, then we hear Sheldon, and we'll come back to Sir Ian to finish it off. You don't know the rest have to run. Yes, Jaden, what are your closing remarks? Jaden gonna do him homework. We're not hearing him at all. Yes, Sheldon. Sheldon gonna eat chicken curry. Jaden, Sheldon. All right, sir. Yeah, and it seems as if you have the floor a little bit again to finish off because we're well over the time and I am looking to wrap up now. But it seems as if Jaden and Sheldon eating some more Sunday dinner.
Well, I did too.
Anything to finish up?
Talking.
Yeah.
Coming on.
But, I thought you were having some Sunday dinner, Sheldon. Yeah, we're finishing up now. So anything to close with?
Well, onward to victory. We win in the second set.
So like something the Jamaican
and square in the series.
Onward to victory. That's all like a politician talk. I hear you. All right, Sheldon, blessings. Yes, sir, Ian.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, all we have to do, basically, is concentrate a little better. What happens is that in the first innings, when we were bowling, we kind of lose concentration and give away some runs.
Yeah.
We bowl a lot of long hop. I mean, that little granddaughter make a noise.
Yeah, she's good, especially in the first two sessions of the first. Yeah, the bowling was weak.
But I want to think maybe they were acclimatizing for some reason. I don't know if they had practiced on that pitch before. Because you know, as you know, playing cricket, a simple thing like humidity, the direction of the breeze, different things, you could bowl 6 ball in the bad area, even though you're using the same action in another pitch and it gets in a good area.
Yeah.
People feel bowling is not the same thing over and over because when you get over a ball and you look over your arm and you aim at the wicket, there are some wickets. If you aim at the middle stump, it's going to swing to the off stump because of the breeze and whatever.
Yeah, different conditions.
And there are other conditions where if you look over your shoulder and you swing the same thing, it's going to swing inwards. I think we didn't fully understand the conditions when we bowl early in the game, but we got acclimatized and we get to realize what we need to do to put the ball on the right spot. Right?
Yeah.
So that is why we end up under so much pressure. So I think we just need to work out that fast. If we bowl in first innings, we need to work out that fast because the bowlers we have, if them get it where they're supposed to get it, very few batsmen can play them. It's not no joke bowlers we have, you know.
Yeah, I hear you.
By Gabriel.
Joseph, Roach, Gabriel.
Roach.
I mean, over the last couple of years, they have been doing some work for us, so you know.
Yeah, this is about the best attack we have once everybody stay fit. Because you have both Joseph and Gabriel bowling 90 miles per hour, 91 miles per hour. You have Roach just underneath with about 85, right? But Roach giving you precise.
Yeah, giving you accuracy and movement.
Yeah, giving you room. Holder, you'll get some drift, but Holder ain't really that fast, but you'll get some movement and thing. So we have a very good attack. Who's it? I'm missing one other person.
Bowler?
I'm missing another piece, right? Who's the bowler?
It's Gabriel, Joseph, Holder, Roach, and they use Kyle Mayers also.
Well, okay. Mayers good. Mayers good. But he would have. I don't think that would.
And Jaden Sears was there before he got injured.
Right. I don't. But Mayers is not the ideal wicket for Mayers. Mayers is a person. He seems to do better on a wicket as takes spin. I don't know if
the ball around. He moves the ball around.
Cut the ball. If he just sling across the seam or cut it. But you know you can bowl fast spin. I used to bowl that. You come in here, you cut on the seam, and the ball
Yeah.
cutting fast and that sort of thing. So he's a very good bowler on a slow wicket where he can do his magic. But Bayern, I mean, I can't think of a better 11 right now that could represent us, and I don't think it would be unfair. With such an effort where you almost win the match in a foreign country against the number 4 or 5th, third team during where's that rank? 4th or 3rd?
I think it's probably 4th. Let's see.
Chelsea.
But we definitely need to step it up in the second test.
Everybody doing well, man.
All right, so in the rankings for tests, South Africa they are 4th. So Australia, India, England, South Africa 4th, New Zealand 5th,
It's a high rating.
7th.
What is a high rating?
7th
You
Sri
going
Lanka.
into the hometown. Yeah. You going into the hometown and almost beat them on that last day. I feel if we'll win the next match, we'll at least draw it.
All right, sir. Yeah.
All right, take care.
All right, we're gonna leave it right here for now. But you know how it go already, my peeps. You can join in early tomorrow morning. There will be another video giving you some more info. By then, I should be able to speak freely and clearly because I would have sleep off a little beating that Manchester United get today. So that is it, guys. We're gonna leave it right here for now. For those who came on and were able to talk to us, I appreciate you guys. For those who are in the comment section, I want to say a shout out to you guys. Thank you all for coming on. You know, I always appreciate you guys coming out and spending your Sunday evenings with us here. Just continue to stay safe and big up on yourself. Blessings.
All right, bye. Bye-bye.
All right, blessings.